For those who have crossed the threshold of 40 years, still depending on dairy milk as the primary calcium source to fortify their bones, an urgent message from scientific discovery awaits. It concerns a humble seed, quite possibly lying forgotten in the quiet depths of your pantry at this very moment. This tiny powerhouse boasts up to 7 times the calcium found in cow's milk, yet an entire package costs less than 10 Brazilian reais. And surprisingly, most men beyond their 4th decade have never truly harnessed its benefits. Within the next few minutes, a clear understanding will emerge. Why your skeletal structure yearns for this particular seed, and precisely how to integrate it into your daily life starting today with absolute simplicity. We must begin with the fundamentals, ensuring no ambiguity remains about the changes occurring within your body. As we arrive at 40 or 50 years of age, a distinct phase unfolds where biology demands a different pace. Our hormones, which previously championed our cause by diligently ensuring constant cellular repair, now commence their unpredictable oscillations. In the specific context of our bones, this process unfolds with unsettling silence. Picture your skeleton as a personal bank account. Up until your 30th year, the deposits far outweigh any withdrawals. You meticulously construct a robust mineral reserve, dense and inherently strong. However, once you pass the age of 40, the extraction of bone minerals consistently surpasses new deposits. If a clear strategy for calcium replenishment isn't in place, and more crucially, if you don't ensure this calcium precisely reaches its intended destination, your bones, you then step onto the precarious ground of osteopenia, and eventually, osteoporosis. This brings us to today's star player, whole sesame seeds. Many people recognize sesame merely as a decorative sprinkle on artisan breads or a subtle accent in Japanese restaurant salads. But what's scientific? Research clearly demonstrates is that whole sesame contains one of the highest concentrations of bioavailable calcium readily found within the plant kingdom. To grasp the full scope of this revelation, let's conduct a swift, honest comparison. Cow's milk enjoys historical renown for its calcium content. This is an established fact. Nevertheless, when one meticulously examines the numbers per gram, whole sesame seeds manage to outstrip cow's milk, delivering up to 7 times the quantity of this vital mineral. And we're not just discussing a cold statistic on a nutritional chart. We are talking about a food that is simultaneously rich in beneficial fats, proteins, and fibers. These components actively contribute to satiety and metabolic regulation, 2 absolutely crucial elements for anyone who has already passed their 40th birthday. But a word of caution. There exists a very common error that causes virtually all the calcium within sesame to be utterly wasted by the body. It's a minute detail, yet it completely alters the outcome. I will show you exactly how to circumvent this issue in the very next segment. The paramount question often overlooked isn't merely how much calcium you consume, but rather how effectively your body absorbs it. And this is precisely where whole sesame seeds gain an enormous competitive edge. They naturally contain magnesium, phosphorus, and zinc in proportions that significantly facilitate the binding of calcium to your bones. Consider this like a complex construction project. Calcium provides the bricks, but magnesium serves as the skilled mason, truly understanding where each piece must fit. Without these essential mineral cofactors, the calcium you ingest might simply circulate aimlessly through your bloodstream and, in a less than ideal scenario, accumulate in undesirable locations such as arterial walls, instead of fortifying your vital bone structure. Therefore, the most efficient recommendation for those aspiring to reap the rewards of longevity is to grind the sesame seeds. The outer husk of whole sesame is notoriously resistant to digestion. You can easily use a small food processor or even a traditional mortar and pestle. By breaking open the husk, you effectively release the beneficial essential oils and render the calcium far more accessible for your system. A tablespoon of this sesame powder can be sprinkled over your breakfast fruits, stirred into natural yogurt, or even dusted over your lunch. It's a simple action taking less than a minute, and over the course of a year, it represents a mineral load your body will profoundly appreciate in the years to come. Furthermore, whole sesame seeds contain compounds known as lignans, which possess potent antioxidant and anti-inflammatory properties. After 40, low-grade inflammation stands as one of the greatest adversaries to true vitality. These specific substances actively help safeguard your cells against oxidative stress, thereby maintaining a more efficient metabolism and fostering healthier skin. Perhaps you're now wondering if it wouldn't simply be easier to take a calcium supplement and resolve the problem instantly. This is a very common query, and I need to be unequivocally clear here. Isolated supplements often feature a chemical form that the body, in many instances, doesn't recognize as readily as the calcium naturally present within a whole food. Nature, after all, is remarkably wise. When you consume whole sesame, you're not just ingesting calcium, you're consuming a complete package of nutrients that work in profound synergy. Additionally, the consumption of plant-based calcium sources aids in balancing your blood pH, whereas diets exclusively rich in animal sources can, in certain circumstances, compel the body to draw calcium from bones to neutralize acidity. Hence, diversifying your sources becomes the golden rule for longevity once you've passed 40 years old. Let's now discuss a detail that few people actually observe. Calcium requires an inseparable partner, vitamin D3. If you do not get enough sun exposure and lack adequate vitamin D levels in your blood, the sesame will be significantly less effective than it could potentially be. Vitamin D functions like a key, unlocking the intestinal door to allow calcium into your circulation. Resistance exercise, the kind involving weights or challenging your body against external force, provides the exact signal your body needs to understand that it should utilize that calcium to strengthen your bones. Without the stimulus of exercise, the body perceives that the calcium isn't necessary in that particular moment and ultimately discards a substantial portion of it. Longevity isn't merely about reaching 60, 70, or 80 years. It's about attaining those ages with the freedom to move, to play with grandchildren, to travel, and to work without feeling the burdensome weight of fragility. A fracture in old age is far more than just physical pain. For a man who has always been active, who built his life through work, movement, and presence, becoming dependent on others for locomotion, bathing, or climbing stairs, delivers a blow that extends far beyond the physical body. The self-sufficiency you spent decades constructing can be jeopardized by a bone structure that simply didn't receive the care it truly deserved. If you begin today to incorporate a daily serving of ground sesame, in just a few months, you won't merely feel your bones are better protected. You will also notice an improvement in your overall energy and even your digestion, given that the fibers present also assist in bowel regularity. Should you still have questions about preparation, it's quite simple. Take raw sesame seeds, quickly toast them in a dry skillet over low heat just until their aroma is released. Allow them to cool, then grind them. Store the resulting powder in a tightly sealed glass jar in the refrigerator to preserve the seeds. Beneficial oils. Whole sesame has been cultivated for thousands of years, and not by mere chance. It was revered as a seed of vitality across numerous Eastern cultures. Today, modern science merely confirms what ancient practice had already validated. The calcium, magnesium, phosphorus, and zinc within sesame provide premium fuel for anyone past their 40th year. Every choice you make now casts a vote in favor of your independence and your well-being for the decades ahead. If this content has illuminated how you can better care for your bone structure, please share it with that friend or family member who has also passed 40 and whom you know is concerned with their longevity. If you haven't yet subscribed, now is the opportune moment. Here at Long Life 40 Plus, we dedicate ourselves to filtering the most effective scientific insights to simplify your health journey. Leave a comment telling us if you already incorporate whole sesame into your diet. Remember this: time is the most valuable resource we possess, but the quality with which we live that time truly defines our narrative. Stay resolute, remain curious, and above all, nurture your foundational structure so it can carry you to incredible places in the years to come. Until next time.